199 minus 66.
Alcott, it's an amazing place. We're a big school.
I personally love Alcott. I've been here for 6 years.
A vibrant community, very involved community.
You can make a lot of friends in Alcott.
We have tons of languages spoken, very diverse kids from around the world that attend Alcott.
The teachers are always so loving and supporting and nice, and they treat you like they're your family, kind of.
It really is a special place for staff and for students, and we care, and that's something we talk about all the time, is Alcott cares.
Cares, cooperation, actions, respect, and effort.
Alcott was built in 1986. Since then, education's changed. We have a lot of different needs, ways that we can do a better job supporting students. Things are cozy here at Alcott. We don't have a lot of flexible rooms. It's difficult to find a space that we can all, meet in or collaborate around. Same with teachers too. We have one staff room that just barely holds staff during those in-between periods of the day. So there really ultimately are not a lot of flexible spaces on campus.
We have pod spaces, really difficult to use them for learning spaces because it's not super big. We have one little table in there. The rest of the pod space is used to hold backpacks.
Not having a lunchroom is challenging. Our students still have a great lunch experience in the classroom, but it is tricky because our staff don't have that amount of time to collaborate with one another when students are in the classroom still.
As teachers, we have to watch our classes eat lunch, so we're not getting the planning time that other teachers are getting at other schools. It's really hard to get ready for the next half of our day or get papers graded or things like that when kids are in the room constantly.
We just have to grab lunch from the lunchroom and take it back to our class. And it's kind of weird that if it's raining, you have to cover it with like an umbrella or your jacket, because since we have to walk all the way to the portables, especially for the 5th graders and the 3rd graders, they have to cover their lunch with anything they have if it's raining. It's kind of annoying.
When we think of all the security measures in place that we have at Alcott, it is difficult when you have a variety of buildings that are spread out on campus. We have 12 portables, and they really all are being used throughout the day. We have a few grades of students out in the portables.
It says a lemonade stand at the fair makes 132 liters of lemonade per day. Remember
we call it portable land here at Alcott, just because our building doesn't have the capacity for all the kids that we have.
In portables, we don't have the water there. In the building, in the classrooms, we had water. And when we were trying to do art, like painting, we can just bring the water from there. But in the portables, when we have to do art, we have to go all the way in the building to grab some water.
If you have to go to the bathroom, you have to sign out, you have to get a pass, you have to go all the way down to the main area. And that's like, most people don't want to do that because if like you're really in a rush to use the bathroom, it takes a while to go from your portable all the way down to the main area to just use the bathroom.
We definitely have a lack of restroom facilities. Our staff share 2 restrooms for about 70 adults. Students, we definitely could add more student restrooms too, just so that there's less lines and kids can use their restrooms as needed throughout the school day. At Alcott, you definitely want to layer up, for sure. Having a lot of exterior hallways, so students and staff are outside a lot as they navigate weather, and we know in the Pacific Northwest, it's not always kind from October until February. So that's another challenge we navigate, and that impacts heating too. I mean, heating challenges are always present, even though the district has been working hard to accommodate some of the challenges. But when you have exterior buildings and an aging heating system with independent furnaces working hard, it's hard to keep the heat up in classrooms without individual space heaters.
During the winter, it can get down to the 50s in our classrooms.
At Alcott, we have 12 buses, and that alone is a really big impact on our front parking lot. We do a great job of making it fit, but really is a big burden on our front parking area when we think about how many kids are heading out to the buses, loading buses before school and after school. So that's a big strain on our front area. Our buses are lined up out front and cars are right nearby. So that is a challenge as well when you have cars driving in the same entrance along with buses driving in the same area. That's not ideal. There are a lot of challenges when you have a campus that is set up like ours is right now. There's a lot of things we can't quite accomplish, or we can we can do better, but it's not maybe our best when we think about how we use spaces for students and staff and the community and how the building, the campus is laid out. So I think about the portables, the lunchroom piece, the heating, the indoor-outdoor courtyards. I think we can do better, and that it's a great place, and it only would improve Alcott.